to bargain, they're going to go. Now, on the quality of education, first we were discussing the issue of quantity of education, right? And the first census of the U.S. and Puerto Rico found that 80% of the people didn't know how to read or write. Puerto Rico's made a humongous amount of progress. Now, I've seen the Fed study and other studies that look at test scores in Puerto Rico, and you have to look at first the test itself, and second, you have to look at the production function of the test score. Right? So if you have a place that has a much higher poverty rate, and you know poverty impacts the test score, you would expect a place with a higher poverty rate to have a higher test score, everything else being the same, just because that's the way it works. So economics affects results of test scores, independent and above and beyond the effects of teachers, the effects of classrooms, and those are interesting. There's a lot of research on that, on the effects of socioeconomic background on educational attainment scores. So you're taking a place that has a poverty rate of 46%, where 56% of the children are poor, and you're saying, here's Alabama over here.
How does that explain the international comparisons to countries that are far poorer than Puerto Rico, countries that spend less in their schools than Puerto Rico?
I don't think those countries end up testing the same proportion of the population that Puerto Rico tests. There are issues of, are you including everybody in those countries in the test? And Puerto Rico has a lot of, it's a very inclusive system. Everybody's going to get tested. I don't know that in some of those countries around the world, you're going to really have the same proportion of children that are being tested. So, of course, if you compare the kids that are more likely to test in those countries, which tend to be the kids from the higher socioeconomic backgrounds, so you have to clean all those things up if we want to make real apples-to-apples kinds of comparisons.
Okay,
I mean,
I'll end with this.